Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Hilltop Pillbox here in Abbotsford, British Columbia, Canada for UK Commonwealth 10. And this game has been so entertaining, and Captain G and his Imperial Forces of Japan took the Philippines, and they still have like 9 ground units remaining, so they had a pretty good attack there. And the Japanese are moving out, right? You got 15 infantry up there, a couple of veterans, a stack of artillery. Still got about 15 infantry here, some veterans, heavy artillery, Air Force. So, yeah, you can see the stacks of everybody are getting taller and taller. We haven't had a big knock them down, drag them out yet in Asia, so that could happen. But you need to buckle up for this one, folks. There is a ton of stuff going on. So we got some non-coms over here. We have a simple combat here, just one combat on this side of the board. But over here, good grief, this is nuts. This is crazy times. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to start, though, with our builds. All right, so the UK has a ton of money to spend. They're saving 3, actually. They're not building these guys. It's just a reminder that I'm going to be building in Greece and Turkey at the military bases. We're spending 2 to repair the damage from the evil German rocket attack last round on the naval port. So that has been repaired. So we'll put that to the side. And we're buying for 7 a transport for FEC and 11 a cruiser for Anzac. We're building 3 men in Cairo, 2 men and a commando in Alexandria. We're building 6 men and 4 artillery for London and a Spitfire for London. The Canadians building a heavy bomber. I like these. I don't know. They look pretty sharp there. That's again courtesy of Sky Marshal. All the nice stuff that you see is courtesy of Sky Marshal. He's the man who has a painting plan, and my painting plan is spray paint. You've seen it. Here for $7, South Africa is building a transport. FEC is only building 1 man. The rest is facilities. We're repairing the naval port in Singapore, so we're going to do that right now. Not repairing, but replacing the naval port. So can't use it this turn, but there you have it. I'll put this over here. We are building a minor factory and a fortification in Hong Kong. Yes, we're going to try it. It's going to be fun. We're building 1 man in Singapore and a radar tower in Singapore. I know it's chain home, but that's all I got for down there. And up here, we have 2 subs and a cruiser going in for Anzac. All right, so we're going to start with the simple one here. This is kind of like a walk-on. So we've got the air base, and so our bombers got 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to attack the air transport. 5, 6. We're going to land in Hong Kong. And so the Japanese air transport is, as Triple Crown would say, kaput, but that's more on the Eastern Front, I think. Okay, so that's that. That's all for attacks. Now over here, Tommy Lee Jones comes to mind. And it is. So, transport and a destroyer here in 45 are going to pick up Buddy on Sicily. He's going to go to Sardinia for the walk-on with the Vichy fleet watching. Over here, we've got these 3 fighters. They're coming in. They've got a movement of 5. 1, 2, 3. And they're going to land in Greece, unceremoniously, apparently. They're going to land in Greece, so I'm just going to put them there now. I really like setting this up before I actually do it, but before I film, because it's difficult, these little guys. Would you just... There, tall. There you go. Stand tall. All right, and that's 3 destroyers are coming in as well into that attack there. Okay, so, and we know how transports have been getting hits this year, or this game. This transport is going to go from here through the Turkish Straits, because we own Turkey, pick up these 2 boys that are in the Caucasus, and we're going to land them right there in Romania. Okay, we're going to land in Romania, and we're going to have the horsey go through, because Romania is tied to Bulgaria at 1-2, so the horsey is going to go in there. And then we've got our 3 tanks. So we're going to have a Churchill and 2 regular tanks coming in. And every plane you see right there is going to attack Romania. And everything else is non-com over here. This is all going to be non-com. There's a bunch of non-coms going on. I guess I should probably do that. It'd be a little bit easier. Well, you thought that was crazy. Well, now I will show you how certifiable Hilltop can actually be sometimes. So we've got our fleet here. Now, to be fair, it does have destroyers in it and a little boat here. But it has 6 transports. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to grab this whole fleet, go 1, 2. We're going to end up in the channel, and this destroyer is going to non-com in, and these destroyers are going to non-com in. They have nothing to do with the battle. So I'm just going to put him there. I can't. He's not going to be. Or do they bombard? This is one of those things that I play too many versions of the game. And we are going to be picking up these 3 men and these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 men, and there are 5 artillery. So that's the 12 for the 6 transports, and landing in Reims, and all of the aircraft that can make it, which is 1, 2, 3. You can land back in London, and then I've got a bunch of other aircraft here. I'm not going to take them off the card from Bordeaux. And yes, I'm using a Canada one just because, you know, a little bit of love for Canada, even though it's not a Canadian army group. Okay, so there's that. Now that is all the actual shooting we're doing here. The rest is non-com. So we'll start up on this side. And we have 1, 2, 3, we have 4 Spitfires. We only need 1 hit. Or 2 hits, pardon me. He has 2 guys in Reims. But there's no fortification or anything, so it's just a straight-on attack. Because we were there last turn, he kicked us out. So here we go. 4 at 7. Well, look at that. 1 hit. You're going to make me actually do this. All right, and then I've got 1, 2, 3 fighters at 6. So we'll grab our fighters at 6. 3 fighters at 6. Need 1 more hit? Okay, we got it. Okay, so 2 more hits. So he's got 2 boys there at 4. Oof. Ouch. Let go of my arm. There we go. So we're going to lose 2 guys. He's going to lose 2 guys. Seems fair, I guess. All right. All right, so the British take control of Reims. The German marker will go away. All right, so that is it for combat there. Now we're going to head over here. As we know, Sardinia is a walk-on, so that's just going to happen. Now we have this. I contacted Captain G to see if he was going to scramble. He's got 2 fighters. He decided not to. So we have 3 at 6 with the fighters. We have 3 at 4 with the destroyers. And he has 2 at 1 with the transports. You know they're going to get hits. Oh, well, I guess they didn't. All right, so we got lots of hits there, as you can see. So we got 5 hits total. So the 2 transports, which the Germans used last turn. If you haven't seen Captain G's video, I'd highly recommend go watching it. The Italians can build boats and then lend them to the Germans for 1 turn. And that, but then the Italians can't use them that turn. So that's a pretty interesting situation there. All right, and now the battle in Bulgaria. So we're going to start with we've got a fighter, 5 tacticals, 2 tanks, and a Churchill. We're going to start with them, and hopefully that's enough. So 5 tacticals at 7. Well, 7 didn't quite work out with the 4 of them before. So hopefully this will work now. And now we've got, The tank is going to be pumped up by the tacticals. Yes, I don't know if Churchill's can be. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. We're gonna go here. We've got two regular tanks, and then we've got the Churchill attacks at a 6, and then we've got a fighter at a 6. All right, so the pinks are 7s, and the whites are 6s. Pinks are 7s, whites are 6s, and then we've got the bombers and whatnot to go. Okay, so we've miss. I think that could be it, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits. He has a heavy bomber and a medium bomber, and then 3 infantry and a Romanian medium tank. I know it looks like a light tank, but that's the only sculpts I have in Romanian colors. All right, so he's got 1 for the tank. He's got 3 for the infantry, and he's got 2 for the bombers. Here is his defense of, oh, this is Romania, not Bulgaria, Romania. Oy vey. Well, his 2's got 1 hit, his 4's got a hit, and the rest are misses, although that was a close one. So 2 hits on me, and that, of course, will be, actually, the cavalry doesn't defend very well, so I suspect he's going to attack again. So 1 infantry. The guy in Bulgaria didn't come in, by the way, in case you didn't notice that. So that's going to destroy the factory in Romania. And sitting in Romania right now is a Churchill, 2 tanks, and an infantry. So not much left over there, unfortunately. So that's the combat of this turn. So we're going to get rid of the red markers here. All the combats were successful. Now we're going to do our non-coms. All right, so all of these guys are going to move over to Greece. This here, by the way, is still in Greece. That's our air flot. I know I can't have air flots with the Commonwealth, but there you have it. So, as far as the air goes, I've got 4 fighters, 5 tacticals, 2 medium bombers, 1 heavy bomber. Okay. This is the fleet, and it was here. Sorry, that's that card. I know they look the same, but obviously the planes aren't sitting in the water. That fleet's going to stay there. But we've got 6 guys down here, so I need 3 transports. So this guy can go 1, 2, 3. And these guys can go 1, 2 because there's no port here. Might have to build one. So I'm going to move them in a second. I'm going to move over the 2 anti-aircraft guns, 1 artillery, and 3 men into Greece. Then I'm going to move up 6 men into Istanbul from Africa. Okay, hopefully that was simple enough. All right. No more non-coms there, no more non-coms. All right, over here, the Canadians are going to come join the party. So 3 Canadian destroyers are going to go 1, 2, 3, join over here. Combat's done. Non-coms are done. All the planes that took part, actually those ones can come right back. So those planes came back. He doesn't have any transports, so we're going to put all the planes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they can all make it. So these are all going into Bordeaux. So the 2 fighters, the 2 Spitfires that came, 1 from Liverpool, 1 from London, they ended up in Bordeaux. All right, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 Spitfires and 3 regular British fighters are in Bordeaux. We know Reims. All right. I think that's it for non-coms over here. Do we care about that? I don't know if we care about that. You know what? We probably do care about that. So we're going to move our entire fleet from here. It didn't do anything last turn. It's going to move into the Black Sea and pick up Mr. Transport. Okay, so transport joins. So there's 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 1 coastal battleship, 1 escort carrier, and 1 transport in 43. All right, over here, non-com. We got the bomber going 1 through all this mess. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to land over here in Calcutta. These 2 tanks and the other 4 tanks. So we got 4 tanks and 2 Churchills moving into Hong Kong, waiting for the inevitable Japanese assault. Nuts. This is why I don't like filming while I'm moving all these little dingy things around. All right. This transport is going to go 1, 2, 3 into 85 and drop off a commando and an infantry into Singapore. These 3 men in Siam are going to come down to Singapore. After Japan's good showing there in the Philippines, I tell you, can't be too careful. So I have 8 cruisers. There are 8 cruisers in 68. 1, 2, 3. They're going to end up here in 85. Okay. And the destroyer, he's going to come by and join. Here we have the, there's a cruiser and a destroyer that are down here. They were in 73. They're going to go 1, 2 into 70. They don't have a base, naval base. And then we have this small fleet here, just 2 battleships, a fleet carrier, and 3 destroyers. It's going to go, because it has the Ceylon naval port, 1, 2, 3 into 85. So that's all of that. They're all getting together for a sing-along there. That's it for that. All those. Okay. The tank that's in Calcutta is going to go 1, 2. That's a Churchill. The man in Burma is going to walk into French Indochina. The man in Bangladesh is going to walk into Burma. And we'll leave 8 guys on garrison duty there in Calcutta, because you just never knew. All right, the last little bit of non-com maneuvering is going to be, I'm going to grab, we have 2 transports. They're going to go 1, 2 down to the south here. So the Japanese are going to have to, you're going to have to skedaddle here. These big Japanese fleets. Okay, I'm going to come down here. Go 1, 2, is that where I want to go? Yeah, I want to go there. And they're going to take 2 artillery and a Force Z and a regular infantry, all Anzac material. And then this whole fleet of 2 subs and a cruiser and another UK sub and a destroyer and an Anzac sub are all going to come down here to the port off Western Australia. This fighter is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Sydney. And this destroyer is going to go 1, 2 and park herself off Sydney. I believe that is everything. All right, now to put our build on. Get rid of these. All right, the build. All right, so remembering Greece and Turkey. So we are building in Istanbul and in Greece. One more boy. And then we have 3 going into Cairo. We have a commando and 2 infantry going into Tobruk. Not Tobruk, pardon me, Alexandria. So used to the Italians building in Tobruk. And then these 10 units are going into London. So that's 4 artillery and 6 mans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. So that's it for the UK. We're building a, what do you call it? Transport in Calcutta and a cruiser here in Sydney. South Africa, spending 14 on a heavy bomber, saving 1. Oh, and there's a Spitfire as well. Forgot about Spitfire, that's in London. There you go. Might have to actually go in Liverpool. All right. Sorry, that's not South African. You're probably going, I'm so used to building those bombers with South Africa now. That's a Canadian heavy bomber. Shame on me. Shame on me. South Africa gets a transport. Not as flashy, but it'll do the trick. And over here, we have 1 man heading into Singapore. Obviously, some chipping out needed. In fact, we're probably going to end up using a plate. I ordered some from HBG a couple days ago. They won't be here in time to chip it out today, but there you have it. And we have chain home radar going into Singapore. And then we have the factory, minor factory, and a fortification going into Hong Kong. And as we know, the naval port in Singapore has been repaired. And lastly, but not leastly, is that a word, leastly? Got a cruiser and 2 submarines going into Seazone 99 for Anzac, spending all their cash, all 23. All right. Well, that is pretty much it. We're going to just do the money now. So Britain goes up 4 and Germany goes down 4. Britain goes up another 2 for Reims. Germany goes down 2. So that's 6 total for the British. So 59 up to 65, and the Germans are down to 53. I believe those are updated properly. I want to make sure I get it all done correctly. I don't think there's anything else that changed hands here. I don't think oh, forgot. Britain goes up 1, Italy goes down 1. So Britain is up to 66. Italy is at 17, I believe. They're at 19. They lost Crimea and Sardinia now. So this last turn. All right. So let's just do the cash real quick. 66, and the British get their 13. So the British are making $79 next turn. They saved 3, so they'll have 82 to spend. The UK with 82. That's ouch. That's 35. We're going to break out a 25 here to help us out here. So that's 60, 70, 82. I'll probably use different denominations next turn. I'm going to leave these boys out here because they're very handy. All right, Canada saved 1. We're making 15. So that's 16 Canada will have to spend. South Africa is at 6, and we get 1 for the transport bonus. That's 7. FEC spent every dime, and FEC is at 40, and they get 5 bonus, so 45. 10, 20, 30, 40, 5. Anzac's down to 15, but they do get their 5 bonus, so they're down to 20 now. All right, well, that is the UK Commonwealth 10. It's been a fascinating game so far. Captain G and Eggman have really been throwing us some curveballs, and we're trying hard to punch through this wall. Got a good defensive wall in Paris, Western Germany, got a bunch of stuff here. The Eastern Front's looking a little bit soft for the Soviets to come through, but they've not been coming through quickly, and they've been taking a lot of casualties on the way. So we're going to have to make sure that we don't do anything too foolhardy and have the Germans or the Italians pop through and take us out. All right, well, that is everything from the Hilltop Pillbox. As we always say, hug your loved ones. Thank you, friends, for playing. I'm going to pass the reins over to Triple Crown and the USKMT 10. And may those dice be with you.